Today, we have a very special report to share. Hi, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and this is All God's People. We're so happy to be able to go on location to churches and schools and summer camps across our union to do in-depth reporting on the innovative and diverse ministry that's happening all over our union territory. And we're happy to assist the officers of the Pacific Union in creating video reports to share with executive committee members about the great outreach and evangelism that takes place in our churches. Elder Leon Brown, Executive Vice President of the Pacific Union, recently shared this report from the Paradise Valley Church with our executive committee. We hope you are blessed and inspired by it.
We're at the Paradise Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church in National City, California. A church in transition who's actually using their transition to actually grow the church. They have three main focus that we've learned about. Number one, they're a welcoming church. Number two, they're a diverse community of believers who love each other. And number three, Jesus is first in the ministry of the Paradise Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church. We love this church, and we want you to see Paradise Valley.
I believe what makes people feel welcome here at Paradise Valley is the ability to just be who they are. We have options to be able to be a part of in Sabbath schools or small groups. We have numerous language groups that meet, whether it be Haitian Creole, Spanish, English, Tagalog. And I love that when people come, they can find a space to be able to feel most comfortable in and to be able to worship in.
I like the fact that it was very welcoming when I first came here. I didn't know anybody at first, but I got to know more people, and it was a welcoming experience. I don't think you would be able to learn about God if it wasn't a friendly place.
There are stories of people loving people in really profound ways here that I get blessed by and that I am amazed by, that I am learning from. There's people who know how to love well here that I am learning from in terms of hospitality, in terms of just opening up their arms to each other. So I think we're on the way because God is moving here. And I think many communities are on their way as long as they follow where God leads.
They've been truly like a family. So they've been like my second parents. It's like a safe place for like those that are still transitioning to adulthood. Worship can be anywhere as long as there's like the people. And we're in National City, which is like a lot of diversity, and we do our best to welcome everyone, since it's not just about like a certain like target audience.
I feel like it's an urban church. A lot of Seventh-day Adventist churches here in California are embedded in the suburbs, but here you serve such a different demographic. And that means, you have different ethnicities and you have the Tagalog class that meets, you have the Haitian group, you have this, but yet it all comes together. So let's get everyone in the community here that we could be that beacon of light where if you need something, to come to Paradise Valley.
When I came here, my son and I, believe it or not, came on crutches. We had a bad car accident. They parked our cars for us. It was like a ballet service, and people were so kind. We just stayed because we fell in love with the members and how nice they were to us. They didn't know us, but they were just so kind and loving. Whatever they could do to help, they did. Around now, I worship with so many different people, so many different languages. That's not the norm. And I imagine what heaven will be like, all nation, kindred, tongue, and people. It's like the United Nations here on Sabbath morning. There are interpreters here. I don't know how many languages are being interpreted, but quite a few. You're given the headset, and you can enjoy the entire service from beginning to end.
There's a lot of different groups, but then we all come into the sanctuary. You can always learn things from others, right? You have to interact, you have to socialize. How can you appreciate another culture if you don't get to know them? I left the church and I just came back last year, and this is where we fit in. We tried other churches. I tried lots of churches. But if you make the effort and get to know people, they're there for you.
We are the same. We may have different colors, we may have different backgrounds, grow up in a different country, speak a different language, different culture, but the needs of the individual is all the same. Whether they live in Middle East or they live in Asia or they live in Europe, the needs are the same.
We also have Friendships for Hope, which helps refugees. As it helped my family because we're refugees as well. So a lot of those that are like new to the country and those that are also like willing in the community to help those that are new to the country. So it's very much diverse and a helping hand, I would say.
They have a lot of unknown difficulties that they are surrounded with. But when they come to an environment where they are accepted, when they are helped, when they know that this entity is there to help them, no matter what the cost is, we are there to help them, then they are attracted to that.
And so you'll see it all over the church. You'll see these words, "We love because he first loved us." And we now have people start to say that. When somebody describes a moment in their community where they were able to reach out to somebody or serve somebody and they say, "We love first," or "We love because he first loved us," seeing that become part of the DNA of the church has been really exciting and special to me. I do think at the heart of the gospel is this idea that we are called to love first, but we can only do that because of a God who loved us first.
Paradise Valley is a church where every week we like to talk about how Jesus is our foundation, how he loves us, how we're able to trust in him, have confidence in him.
I see Jesus as somebody that is real and that shows up for us and that guides me to abide in him, because that's something that is always so taught here, is abiding in him and in serving him. And so I believe that, there is such a strong sense of service in this church, so that's how I see Jesus. I want to serve like he did, in whatever capacity.
In a way, it kind of feels like you're at home, like there's no pressure when being here. You just feel comfortable around the people because they're very welcoming, and you feel the presence of God during worship and during the message.
And I was up on the balcony and the Holy Spirit baptized me. I had made the decision to get rebaptized, and the Holy Spirit I was forgiven, I was saved, I was an innocent child again.
Love is the center of everything, but it's so biblical, and it's so much about what Jesus preached.
The door is open for everybody. Everybody, even you speak any languages you speak, you're welcome here.
Is this church actually heaven on earth? No. We have a long way to go. We are sinners, we are broken, we are fumbling. We are desperately in need of the grace of God, and it looks closer to that 1 John picture of a church that loves first, that is infused by the love of God, and that you come here and you're like, there's something here that reflects a type of love that I haven't experienced before.